Okay, so I am at the airport by myself for the first time ever. I mean, I did do unaccompanied minor stuff when I was younger, flying to visit my grandparents, but then you get those cute little lanyards that have your ticket information in them, and there's a flight attendant that takes you everywhere. This is the first time that I'm actually 100% without anybody I know or anybody taking care of me. My flight to London has been delayed about an hour. It's going to leave at like 5:40, and it'll get there around 7:45 tomorrow morning London time. And that should be fine. I should be able to connect to my Madrid flight without any problem. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you guys know what's going on.
We'll just glide starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear all the angels cheer because we're together.
Safety and the safety of those around you. Remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete and final stop at the gate.
Hi, it's Sunday, so today marks my first week in Spain. A lot has happened. I haven't started classes yet. I've met one other au pair. I think everybody else is on vacation. My friend Sellers is coming next Sunday, so in a week. I got to see downtown, the center of the city, a lot this week, and just hang out with the family, and it was really awesome. Okay, so my flight saga. I left Memphis around 12:20 on Saturday, and was supposed to get to Madrid around the same time on Sunday, which is a 24-hour, like a whole day, but it was only 17 hours of travel. So my flight from Memphis to Chicago went great, and then, as you can see, I got delayed for a little while. I think we got delayed twice. We didn't leave until around 7:30, and we were supposed to leave at 4 something, and we were supposed to get there at 6 in the morning, and we didn't get there till 9. And I was hoping that I was going to be able to make my 9:10 flight from London to Madrid, but since we didn't land till 9, that was impossible. So I arrived at London at 9 in the morning, and I missed my flight. I waited for over 20 minutes for a bus for my connecting terminal, and they booked me on a 10:40 flight, but they gave me a voucher and not a boarding pass. They didn't check me in, so I didn't make that flight. Then they booked me on the 11:35 flight, but when I was going through security, my backpack got pulled out, and it sat in the customs area for about 30 minutes before somebody looked at it. And then finally a woman was like, "Oh, do you have camera equipment?" And I was like, "Yes, I have 2 cameras." And she's like, "Oh, it's fine." So it took about 3 seconds. But I was really afraid that I was going to miss the 3rd flight, because it was around, like 11 something. My flight left at 11:35, and I rushed I ran really quickly and got to the gate at 11:10, and they were going to close the doors at 11:15. So I almost missed it. I barely made it. I sat next to like a 12 or 13-year-old little boy on the flight to Madrid, and I mean, he was obnoxious. He kept opening and closing the food tray about 1 million times, and buckling and unbuckling his seatbelt. And my biggest issue was I closed my bank account in America, and so I didn't have a debit card, so I just had cash with me to open an account here. And I had €5, and that was it. Everything else was in US dollars. And I had 2 big suitcases, So I was worried about being able to get my suitcases and everything else from the baggage carousel to go through customs. And I wanted to stop and get some Starbucks on the way to the baggage carousel, but I was afraid that I was going to need all of my euros to get a cart. So I go through a door, which I can't go back through, into a different area, and then I see the cart, and it only takes coins, and I have a bill. So I had to go buy a bottle of water in order to get change to get a cart to carry my suitcases. And so my suitcases actually came very quickly. They all came, everything was fine. I piled them on the cart, and I walked through a door expecting to have to go through customs, and there was my family. So I don't know if I missed customs, if I skipped it somehow, or if I went through it without my baggage. I don't know. Maybe I was pre-approved, but there was my family, and they were very excited to see me. They hadn't, they'd been waiting for a long time since I had 3 delays. And yeah, so we drove the 3 hours from Madrid to Zaragoza. We stopped and had food, and it was delicious. It was like a ham sandwich and a bacon sandwich and salad with ham, and it was very good. But I've been having to get used to the food here because it's a lot more carb heavy than I'm used to. You know, you have a sandwich and then you have bread on the side, or we had spaghetti, pasta carbonara with potatoes on the side. So it's just been balancing that with lots of water.
We cut the legs off of our pants, threw our shoes into the ocean, sit back and wait through the daylight, sit back and wait through the daylight, slip and slide on subway grades, these shoes are poor man's ice skates, fall through like change in the daylight, fall through like change in the daylight. I miss ya, the vines in my road, some call it on monochrome, maybe I'll paint them in myself, maybe I'll paint them in myself, maybe I'll paint them in myself.
And the meal times here are very different too. You eat breakfast when you get up. Maybe it's early, maybe it's around 9. And then you don't have lunch until 2 or 3. And then you don't eat dinner until 9 or 10 or later. But I mean, the food is amazing. Adjusting to the time difference hasn't been too difficult. I slept pretty late the first day, but other than that, I've been getting up at normal times. Haven't been too tired, and haven't been very hungry. As far as the meal schedule goes, it's been working out well. Let's see, so Sylvia is 9, and she's the youngest, and she and I hang out and we go to the pool and we ride bikes. She taught me some word games and some hand clapping games. And then Laura is 14, and she's been showing me a bunch of music. We watch videos and, I don't know, just share things with each other. We have a lot in common. Let's see, 2 nights ago we had another family over, and the au pair that lives with them, Corey, he was on vacation with his family because they were in town, but the family came over, a little girl, a little boy, and the parents, and so I got to drink Spanish wine for the first time, and it was really fun because, you know, the kids were inside watching TV and playing, and the adults, including me, were outside drinking wine, and I don't speak very much Spanish, and they don't speak very much English, but we were having so much fun. We were sharing tongue twisters, and I pretty much stumped them. I mean, they stumped me with theirs, rolling the R's, because I can't. No, I can't do it. I fake it. But so I stumped them with the Betty batter. Bought some butter, but she said this butter is bitter. tongue twister, and they thought that was really fun. And we had just a good time. The language barrier actually hasn't been so much of a problem. I feel very comfortable with my family, and the girls know enough English. I mean, they know a lot of English, so they always help if there's a problem. But I mean, understanding Fernanda and Leo, you know, there's a lot of hand gestures involved, but I understand enough Spanish and they understand enough English for us to communicate effectively. So it's been great, and I'm really excited to kind of dive in. I only dipped my toes into speaking Spanish, just I'm nervous, I'm out of practice, but I'm really excited to dive in when classes start. And I'm very excited to meet other au pairs. I'm excited for Sellers to come next week, and just to get to hang out in this beautiful city. So I'm going to try and post a video every week, if I can, if I have time when school starts. I'm sure I'll be very busy, but every Sunday is my hope, and if not, then I'll make it every 2 weeks or every month. But just like a compilation showing you things that I've been doing this week, things that have happened. I might actually do stuff in the video, but or not, I don't know. Well, that's it for this week. I hope everybody in America is doing grand, and I will see you guys next week. Love you.